is great. What is up, folks? It is Friday night. No, it's not. Sunday night.
Sunday.
7 o'clock. I know. We've been on Sunday for how long? I screw that up. Way to go, Mike. 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. And y'all know what that means. It's time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty, with Smitty Surf Fishing. And with me always is my co-host.
What up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Hope you had a phenomenal weekend. There was a lot of good things going on in the fishing world. Lots of good catches, several other skunks mentioned, and of course, there was a tournament on the east coast of Florida that was pretty successcul. So lots of good things to talk about tonight. We got some great scrollage. We got some weather. We got some future things to talk about. And Mike found I love that one. Brooks, what's up, dude? And we've got we've got a fun little surprise that Smitty found in the bowl booze closet today that we get to talk about here in a moment.
Yeah, we did. That was a surprise. All right. Let's get to the this week's show is sponsored by GI Jigs. Use code PFR to save 10%. GI Jigs are patented hand-tied jig heads, custom designed around the eye and made with unique characteristics to entice the fish into a reaction strike. Ooh, I got a story about them this week. Check them out at gijigs.com. Okay, so story. We went Friday out in the boat. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday. And we went trying for flounder at some place, and then we said, hey, let's run into the harbor, fish there. And then we said, okay, let's go try to catch big redfish by the bridge. So I had a Fight Club on, white, 6-inch. Curly tail on a GI Jig A-dot jig head. Okay. 1/2 ounce. And I'm throwing that, letting it go down in the current, bouncing it off the bottom. Well, I'm throwing my fathoms. So my bait casting rods, reels. So I pitch it out there and I get this backlash, and it's got 17 pound Andy on it. Nice and right? Thin. Right, yeah. So I'm like, crap. So I'm pulling out the backlash. It wasn't that big, but I'm pulling it out. And as I'm reeling up the slack, I'm like, oh, I got a fish on. Monster redfish on this thing. Had picked it up and was running. Jack puts his rod down. He goes and gets the net. He's like, okay, I'm ready. And I made the rookie fatal mistake. And I went one more click on the drag. Cause it was peeling pretty good, and I just couldn't get enough traction on it. So I'm like, if I give it just a bit more, and when I made that click, it goes tink. Mother. So if you happen to catch a big redfish around the Destin Bridge with a GI Jig, fish bite, Fight Club, curly tail grub in it, it's mine. I'd like it back if you happen to catch it.
I just want the jig.
I just want the jig head back because it's a really good one. It's green. It's green in color. So interesting enough, Jack was telling me, the Andy monofilament is IFGA rated. Okay. Meaning if it's 15 pounds, it breaks at 15 pounds.
I didn't know Andy had a connection like that. I figured it was just, we're Andy.
It interesting. Is IFGA rated so that if it breaks, and that made perfect sense because when I tightened down the drag, it was probably well more than 15 pounds of him pulling and everything else, and it just snapped. So I told him, take that and spool every bit of that off, and I'm going to put braid back on there and just deal with the consequences. Use it for bottom dropping or something. What's up, Corey? Yeah, fishing was good this week. Over here, especially, Corey got on some nice Pompano. If you didn't see that, I forgot to add it to the scroll, but a 19 and a 20, I think is what he said. Fishing over there in his neck of the woods. We tried fishing over there in the old Choctawhatchee, but it just didn't pan out like we wanted. We drove around in the boat a lot looking for stuff. Just never a bad day.
No, I mean, burning gas and winning and that, and it's all good and winning. It's all good. Oh, man.
Real Coastal, what is up? Cliff.
Hi, guys. Good to see everybody coming around.
Sorry. Yeah, TJ had a good a good week too.
Yep.
Um,
Had a lot of
black
good
drums.
reports. Whoa, way wrong button there. Yeah, lots of good reports up and down between the inshore groups, Panhandle surf fishing, individual posts that we're linked on with people that we follow. It was a damn good showing. So I think everybody had a really good one there. I wish I could say I did. But it's cool to see all the catches that happen, man. I'm digging it. I really am. West Jetty, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, we tried going on the jigging the backside of the West Jetty.
Oh, okay.
We saw some monster sharks, that's for sure. There's some big sharks that hang out at the end of that jetty.
There have been some big sharks hanging around, period.
Yeah.
I had reports of a black tip that washed up, or no, tiger.
It was a tiger, female tiger.
It was a female tiger washed up, good size. The rumor is it was not a caught shark. So that's the other interesting thing of this. There were no punctures, nothing like that. So before all the tin foil hack people start coming out and blaming the sharkers. Easy tiger.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Easy tiger shark.
I should have put that on the bingo card. We need to do that. You know what? We need to come up with a squirrel bingo card for people, and be like, all right, if one of us say this, that counts. Maybe we'll just throw them random
this week's
random
bingo card.
Would you say that we would be entering a zone of danger?
Danger zone.
Danger zone. There's one.
For all you Archer fans.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I'm actually writing that down. Bingo generator.
Oh, all right. This could be fun.
Because if we can post that prior to the show, just random things.
And the winner gets something. Like we have plenty of things to give away. I mean, we got plenty of GI.
Yeah, we have plenty of things to give away.
That could be why not? What the hell? We'll have some fun with that.
Should have fun like that. Yeah.
Speaking of GI jigs, I unfortunately yes, you did. Yeah, you did. You've been busy.
Hey, that dude.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I went out yesterday and did a 4-rig set, and then I did a throw. And this is the make it the 5th time this has happened to me. And I know I'm tying the knot right because I paid attention several times and it's worked on all my set rigs. So I was throwing the dagger, the 8.6, and I was throwing a 1 ounce GI. Silver GI, because I'm like, I am catching a damn fish today. And I replaced the eyelet last week. Yeah. I'm jealous. So I replaced the tip last week after I found a chip in it. No big deal. Cool. Threw it 4 or 5 times, and yesterday friggin' snapped right at the braid. I have had a failure at the FG knot every time unless I glue it. If I put Gorilla Glue on, I never have a failure. But if I tie it at the beach, it always fails. And it makes no sense to me. So I donated another GI jig to the friggin' Davy Jones locker, and I got pissed. So then I just tied the friggin' what did I go with? Beach Bum lures out of New England. I tied on a yellow, white, pink, launched it out there, and I did the all right, this is how it's going to be, and threw, and as soon as it hit the water, something hooked up, and I was like,
redemption, yes.
Of course, sure as shit, I got it 5 feet from shore. Didn't change the drag, but it did the, I'm winning. I got my jig
Took
back.
your lure too? Oh, you got your jig back? Okay.
No, it didn't break the braid. He spit it. I pierced his lips.
Yeah.
So
nice.
For you, fish.
Yeah. You fish. Yeah. I know a lot of people swear by the FG knot. I cannot finish it for some reason. I need to sit with Justin and have him show me. Like, I'm a visual, like I have to see it. I have to be doing it to actually, I can watch a video on it and get the gist of it, but I really need to sit and watch the finish because I prefer more of an Albright knot, and it holds just fine. It, the up through the loop, 7 wraps one way, 7 wraps back the other way, pull it down snug and tight, and it just holds. It's just, I just never, I've had the FG unravel on me because it wasn't finished properly. I've had the FG slip because it wasn't finished properly. I mean, it's got to be what it is. And it's just, after those two things, I gave up on it. One of them I caught in time because I could see it starting to come undone. So snipped it and tied something different on there. But I haven't gotten into the FG. I don't notice that big of a difference, really.
For me, it is the finish. So way Justin showed is, you do the wraps all the way through, and then at the end, you do the half hitches at the top, and then you snip it, and do the old cinch. I use the new tool. Of course, it's outside. I don't have it with me to show you guys.
Did you get one?
I bought it. Yeah, I bought one.
Nice.
Temu, whatever.
Temu, yes.
It was cheap, so I bought it. Yeah. And dude, I gotta say, using that thing to cinch, oh my god, it's so much better than wrapping it around my friggin' arms and doing the Superman pole part.
Yeah,
I grabbed that and I was like, maybe I'll snap it. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it's turning blue. So I know it was cinched. So I snipped it at the top. Yeah, you might, Cliff. I think you do. So I snipped it at the top, did the snips, and then I did 2 more half hitches. What I think I need to do is more half hitches until the mono is completely covered. I was thinking about it the other day. Maybe I need to turn the cutters 45 degrees to give myself a slant off the top to do the slide down like that, then work with it. But in reality, I need to stop being impatient and put glue on the damn thing because Gorilla Glue dries real quick. And I should be fine. But yeah, I was pretty butthurt to launch it out there and see that silver friggin' 1 ounce go away. I was like, here we go again. So
here's something on the Gorilla Glue. The salt water doesn't affect the Gorilla Glue?
No, it hasn't had one problem. So I've got it on all 4 of the long rods. And I've had it on there for a couple months. I haven't had a break free, actually. No, I think I retied it right. Actually, I think I retied them at the beginning of the season, and I've had 1 rod sitting in the sun on and off, and I haven't had one problem. Yeah, I hear that.
Carl's comment. And so that's going back to the
using light though. Carl, remind me, you go light though. Aren't you throwing 15 or 20 pound? Go on, I'm sorry.
So stop. Here's another thing that goes back to that Andy mono is when I was tying my Albrights to pull down, just the tension of me pulling it snapped the mono as well. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm just tying direct. And then I eventually just put the rod up and didn't use it anymore.
Just burn the end. See, I see that burning the end, and I already know me. I go straight cornholio. Damn it, right through.
Me too. Yeah, it's going right through. If I bring a lighter close to my line, just to like a little bit and bend it down, it's gone. It's done. Burn through, and I'm done.
Yeah, 2020. That makes sense, Carl. Yeah. So I mean, and that is one of the bad things with the tool. I noticed. I was going kind of slow because as I was pulling it, I'm like, okay, remember you're on 30 here and 30 there. Thin Zap CA. What is that, Timmy? All right, I got Google.
Thin Zap. Google.
Zap.
To the Google.
To the.
Is it an epoxy or something?
It's an adhesive. Interesting. Where's my words? Let me use my. Oh, there we go. I can do this. Present screen. There you go. Interesting.
Gotcha. Just a little dab will do you.
Yeah, might have to. Ooh, ultra thin.
Ultra thin. Super.
Getting into the viscosity words. Hobby Horizon. Okay. Interesting. Nice. Good call, Timmy. I'll have to try some of this. Why not? I got nothing but time. Not like I've been doing a lot, and I like the applicator. As long as I can do that, that's the worst. Because I'm that weirdo that will glue his fingers together and be like, hee.
Yeah, exactly. Peel it off. It's like, oh, look at that.
Yep. So that's the fun there. Where are we at here? You got that one. So that was my fishing. I just did the one day. What about you? Did you get out?
We went a couple days. Went this morning. I didn't do so great in the surf this morning. Fishing out near Pensacola, and just got out there about 7, 6, a little before 7, and set up and stayed till about 11 and nothing. No nibbles, no bites, no nothing. Sand fleas weren't as plentiful where we were. There was a few, but not not many, and of course loaded with coquinas. And then I didn't take ghost shrimp this morning. Just used fish bites, some fish gum, some shrimp. That's about it.
I actually made my saltwater brine today because I found the community of communities last night of sand fleas. They were hanging out right on the corner of a beautiful pulling rip out there where I was. And it was scoop after scoop after scoop. I was getting that. My pocket was full, and I was scared to put another pocket because you know what happens when you fill two pockets of sand fleas. One of those pockets ends up getting washed. So, I just made the saltwater brine. It actually just came off the stove after dinner, and then got to go out and do the mason jars and drop the old sand fleas in and let them float.
I think that's better than blanching them.
Personally. Yes, I hate blanching. To me, I break the shell every time.
Yeah. I like the brining, and those shrimp that we bought, was it October? Are still just as fresh when I pull them out of the brine. That it just, because I brined a big jug of them, and they're not frozen. They're just almost just as fresh as when I deheaded them and stuck them in there.
I have yet to catch on that.
Really?
Yeah, well, then again, dude, on the same one, hi Andy. On the same note, I have not caught on anything, and I have been throwing. The only thing I haven't thrown is ghost shrimp. I haven't had any fresh blue crab, so I've been relying a lot on some old stuff, and I'm just in full skunk mode, dude. I've definitely pissed off somebody somehow, some way that all of my shit is not hitting. And the joke I had yesterday was like, you guys heard me, I was like, is this how it's going to be? And I instantly hooked up, and that was the only hookup I had. And I fished after dark waiting for catfish and still didn't get shit.
Open for a catfish.
Begging for a catfish. I will say, bad news though. Where I was, the sargassum was there, which sucked, but it was starting to sit on the bottom. And that really sucks.
Yeah, somebody reported some grass today out on Pickens.
That's where I was. I was in the normal place I like, but 3/4 of a mile to the east. I had a long walk.
Nice. Interesting. Oh, well. So
it's good for it. I mean, let's be honest. We all know the sargassum sucks. The June grass sucks. All that stuff sucks, but it's part of the ecosystem, and it has a purpose. And that purpose is good. So let it run.
And piss everybody off. But other than that,
screw them. Well, the cheater thing is, you got a boat. I got a kayak. On the flat days, screw it. We'll just go out there and be like, all right, I'll get past the June grass and all will be well.
Exactly.
Or you do the great thing, what you do is get on the inshore bite and go freaking crush it.
Just crush inshore.
Yep. Where are we at here?
Openings and closures. Why don't you take it from there?
Well, here's the funny thing.
You know what? I didn't send you updated notes.
Where's the comment? I was like, I'm not gonna say
crap. All right, I'll say it. All right. Amberjack season open 1 May, runs through 31 May. Triggerfish open through 31 May, and the awaited announcement that everybody was waiting on. Red Snapper opens 1 June through 31 July, and every Friday through Sunday in September, October, and November. That is 103 days of recreational red snapper season. That is awesome.
Q soundbite. Yay!
Yeah, no. Q soundbite. Yay! Clapping. Cheers.
Yay!
It's gonna be a good year. Longest one in eons.
I wonder if that could be tied to the fact that there's a metric shit ton of them.
Something to do with that, yes.
It's still good.
I would be willing to bet that there is a bunch of, until snapper season opens, and then you won't be able to catch one. They just disappear. I don't know where they go. Pack your bags and go south or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, don't forget too, you've got the most wonderful triggerfish is open until 31 May. So get on the banjos while you can.
I was the buddy I was fishing with today. They were out in the boat a couple of weeks ago, and testing out a new boat with a friend of his, and caught some nice triggerfish, and didn't realize trigger season was in and let them all go. And then they got back within cell distance and checked the apps and everything, and they were like, "Oh crap, trigger season went." So, an important lesson: make sure you know what's open and closed before you go out fishing, and that'll save
before
you.
you go.
Yeah, because he said they were nice, like fat, big
no.
triggers, and I'm like, "Oh well,
that hurts.
live
the
and
soul.
learn. Live to fight another day." There's
Trigger
plenty of them
throw?
out there. So.
Oh yeah. It's been decent fishing. I haven't been able to catch up with Jason yet next door. I've seen him back in, and I know the boat's been killing it. They've been having great runs. But normally he'll tell me about some of the stupid banjos they get, and he's like, "Oh, I'm telling you," he'll put his hands up, and I know he's not exaggerating because they get on some damn good fish. Yeah. So I think this year's fishery is getting better, man. I think it's going to continue to be a really solid year. And somebody caught a trigger from the surf here in the area this week. I think it's in my scroll. I'd have to go back and look.
Another one this week?
Was it last week? I thought it was this week. I mean, I'll find it if I do.
Yeah.
I was still impressed.
Get to the scroll and figure it
out. I do have some banjos on there. My one of the captains I follow quite a lot. I don't post much. I don't post her much. I should, but she's been really busy. Captain Mallory. She's been really getting after it. She had some good ones in there. No, I don't have it. Thought I had it, but I don't. But yeah, it's been cool seeing some stuff getting caught like that. Where am I at? Oh, tournaments, huh?
Always good ones.
All right. Oh no, it's on you. You got the seminars.
So the Gulf Coast Boating and Fishing Seminar Series with Half Hitch 38 Light Tackle and Legendary Marine on May 7th. Topic will be, coincidentally enough, red snapper fishing. So if you want to go check them out, go do that. I am going to post a link, and I'm going to share real quick. If you're unable to make it out to catch the seminar live, you can see them shared at legendarymarine.com/fishing seminar. And you get the schedule. Boom. There's that. Past seminars. You can go watch all the way back to 2017. Cobia, bay fishing, king mackerel, bottom fishing, tarpon, pier, flounder, winter bay. I mean, it's a cornucopia of information.
Oh, you didn't use the wire. I was hoping you were going to drop it in for the Cinco de Mayo.
Would
you say I have a plethora of sweaters?
El Guapo. Guapo. But yeah, you can go back and see all these. I'll post a link here in the comment section. But you can go check them out. You can check it live. They do the live feed here, and you can go back and check out past videos. So miss them. Let's see here. Control C there. We'll copy that and post that down here in the comments for everybody to go check out.
Damn it, now I got 3 amigos stuck in my head. Son of a bitch.
3 amigos. So there you go. You can go check it out live, or you can go back and check out all the past reports that they have.
Nice one, dude. Nice ad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we have the Hotspots Charters seminar series at Flounders Chowder House on tomorrow night. I haven't seen anything. I don't know what the topic is, but according to the schedule, they'll be out there. We'll post it for the folks over here on Instagram. There you go.
What's up, Insta?
So there we go.
I still don't understand you.
Instagram? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not very good about the Instagram, but that's probably because the majority of the time I don't have anything to post picture-wise. So that's really where it goes down.
Yeah, because a lot of your stuff for finding it questions and stuff, and if you don't have a picture associated with it, then Insta won't let you.
And I'm way too lazy to do pictures, so there's that.
Well,
eventually one day I'll get remotivated, to add stuff to that. That's just
That's true.
All right. Tournaments, Gulf Breeze, Bait and Tackle, the Pompano tournament you've got this month and this month only, May 31st it ends, and some great fish are still on there with great availability to still be caught. So get on out there and get after that. Fish Bite Shoreline Showdown Series here in the Panhandle, May 18th. It's going to be a great one. The captain's meeting will be on. We'll talk about it next week with all the updates that will come for that and all the things for the weigh-in from there. The Island Pier 2024 Spring Mackerel Tournament is ongoing. April 22nd was with the kickoff. June 2nd was there. They also did a really cool job today at the Okaloosa Island Pier. They did their dive day and did a great bit of cleanup. That's in the scroll tonight. We'll have some cool stuff to show you on that. Stinky's Bait Shack ended today. I have not got the results yet, unfortunately. But that tournament is over and done with. Look forward to hearing about the results from that. And as always, if you have any kind of tournaments or something you want to talk about on the show to get set up for your tournaments, or if you know of a tournament you're fishing in and you want to share out the info, send it on over to us at Panhandle's Panhandle Fishing Report. Send it on over to us there, and we will happily get it into the comments and scroll, and we'll make sure it's all pushed out. So good tournament series.
Sorry, Instagram popped up and was talking at the same time you were, and I was like, what?
30-second, or was it 30-second or 15-second delay? I can't remember what it was.
There we go.
It's always
all right. Now we got the link posted. It froze on me when I went to post the link for the legendary marine stuff. So nice. I had to redo some things. Anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of great tournaments going on in the area.
It's that time of year.
It is. It's only going to get better as we go forward.
Yes. Speaking of, because you just did it to your lips and I didn't get that. What's in the glass, sir?
What's in the glass? So I was looking for something different to drink this evening. I was going to make a concoction that would basically be a little lighter, some vodka, some blue curacao, and some lemonade. Supposedly supposed to be really good, chilled and stuff. So I'm down in the rum vodka cabinet looking around for things.
I love that you have
it's bad when you have multiple cabinets things. And I came across this bottle of single malt that I had hiding down there. How it hid from me for so long. And for those that know, this is a 14-year Balvenie in the Caribbean cask. So it's like a $90-some bottle of
just
scotch. It's just hiding back there. And I'm like, one, I don't even know where I got it from. So if it was gifted, I apologize that I don't remember, because I don't recall spending that much money for a bottle of scotch, because I'm not a big scotch drinker, but there it was. And I have to say, it is quite delicious. So I'm pretty sure it had to have been a gift. I just don't remember.
It's so good when it touches the lips.
Huh. And I almost think that maybe was it a retirement gift that I got almost 4 years ago?
Old?
So
it's
there's no way.
Old now. So yeah, it's 18 years old now.
But it stops aging once you take it out of the once it comes out of the barrel. But anyway,
it's called mic problems, Andy. That's what it's called. It's called a mic problem.
How do you just hide liquor? Yeah, I don't know, Andy. It was a pleasant surprise, and it's pretty tasty. So it was definitely a good sipping scotch. Scotch. I love scotch. Down in my belly.
There's two. Oh, we're having actually that might be the third. Oh, question came in for you there.
Oak and Eden. I haven't. Oak and Eden.
I was just
writing that down, Cliff.
Oh, sorry. There you go. I was actually going. So I text Mike this week because, of course, Super Trooper ads started popping up in my friggin' newsfeed. I was like, "Hey, I think you ever had Whistle Pig?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's delicious." I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna order some syrup, because the idea of having syrup aged in a bourbon barrel just sounds good."
Syrup for breakfast? Yeah.
Why does it taste like? Oh, maybe I'm not going to work today.
Yeah. And Whistle Pig has done something kind of like Blanton's, is that they now have collectible stoppers. So the one that's out now that everyone's buying up is the pig with the party hat.
Is it the one that lays? Oh no, that's the topper.
No, that's the topper. The topper has the pig with the party hat on it. The topper of the bottle is actually, it lays flat this way and looks like a pig. Which is
expensive for that too. I look at the prices. I'm like, yeah, sorry, my connoisseur level does not reach that level.
No.
Oh,
I mean, I still got my Blantons in there that I haven't even opened yet. I don't know what special occasion I got to wait for to open that. But I don't
I
know.
opened
Maybe when I win the lottery. They're not going to afford to buy more bottles.
yeah, there you go. And then you can buy the stupid stuff where you're like, the
Yeah.
Pappy Van Winkle 100-year or something.
That's what I'm talking about.
My dad's before he passed, he had Fireball and bourbon syrup. They were so interesting.
Little
If you like
cinnamon pancakes.
if you
Yeah,
like cinnamon, that would be up there.
That'd be pretty good.
Mm.
Anyway, question of the week.
Yep, I was gonna say I don't have the notes here, so I think it's on you, bud.
All right, so question of the week's brought to you by Salty's Pompano rigs. From the single drop to the double drop, Salty has you covered with premium hand-tied rigs. He also has some pretty cool stickers and shirts, so go check them out at saltypompanorigs.com. Question of the week, and this came up. Brian sent me a link to this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this in no way, as it was, I'll caveat the question by. How do I caveat the question?
Rip the Band-Aid. Just throw it.
It's in no way pointing fingers at YouTubers.
Yes.
At all. It is a topic of discussion based on an article that was put out by Yahoo News, titled. Well, I'll give you the question first. Do you feel worn out from watching the same YouTubers or the same thing over again, and why? So there was an article that was put out by Yahoo News that said, basically, influencer fatigue is a real thing, and here's why. And it's not necessarily influencer putting out content. It's people being inundated by social media influencers. And I know, like, in my feed, right? I follow a bunch of folks, but I see the same 4 or 5 individuals that pop up in my feed all the time. And I don't know if it's because it's a location algorithm or what, but like reels, right? I see the Lawless Tide. I see Jack Moran, Yakking with Jack. I see Fish Gum occasionally. The one that's popping up more is Brant the Realtor, not Brant Peacher, his old stuff, or Angler Up with Brant, but Brant the Realtor is popping up. I don't see as many Bama Beach Bums anymore. I don't see Bearded Brads anymore at all. Other than on Instagram. I don't see him on Facebook. But that's it. And I know I follow like Joey Antonelli. So over on the East Coast, you know what I mean? I haven't seen any of his stuff, or Victor Landshark and stuff. I haven't seen any of his reels and stuff pop up in my feed and like forever. I only see the same 4 or 5 dudes, and Justin Reed. Justin's stuff pops up for me. So I almost think it's location based, and Real Coastal, your guys' stuff doesn't pop up all the time. I see the posts on the YouTube videos, but the reels don't pop up as much on Facebook. It's interesting.
So interesting you bring that up. So I have Justin, Brent and Julie. Landshark I get a lot.
Really?
I get a lot of his. Who is the other one that was almost like Landshark? There was another one that was very, very similar. I can't remember. But if like I open mine and I start scrolling, I get a decent range. Of course, Jack and Sean, I get them each time. Don't get Fish Bites ones. Yeah, I get a lot of the guy. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad that I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But Your Fishing Guide, the guy to down in Mexico, I get him. I get the captain quite a bit. Bun's been popping up. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Bun, but not really. But it depends on the platform. TikTok, mine will blow up with Brent and Julie and Sean and Jack every time. I will get those top 3 every time. Never fails. I'll never miss one of theirs.
I don't think I'm on TikTok enough to to
Yeah.
notice.
But it's
Now,
I
yeah.
agree. I think it's algorithm and location it would be a double there. But yeah, it occasionally sneaks something new in, but I don't see it much. But yeah, a lot of the content, it's like, okay. Yeah, yep, same
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Instagram's a little different now. I see more of Lionel James stuff.
Mhm.
Lion's Tail is on there. He pops up in reels. Brandon Hilliard stuff. Got to hook up charters. Pops up on
Yep.
Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot. It's different on the different. It's different on the
Yeah.
on the separate platforms on who pops up, but it's the same folks like religiously. And this other guy who's out of Maryland. It's a crabber out of Maryland that like over and over again, like all three of his channels, because he posts under, I think it's Florida Southern Girl, because that was the name of his crabbing boat. Is one channel, and then his actual name another channel, and then he's got one other channel that he puts stuff out under, and like I get all of that content on Facebook that pops up in my stuff. So it's just weird how so to the question, yeah, do you get burnt out seeing the same folks over and over and over? And the content, because you've seen so much of it that you almost know what's being presented. Now that's a good point Julie brings up. Search them and it'll show again in your feed.
Yeah. Like I made a joke with Jen, we'll both sit in our bed, obviously, and we'll watch scrolls and that kind of fun stuff. And I'm like, she's like, she'll look over and it's like fishing, woodworking, food, fishing. And I'm like, one of these days I'm going to get a thirst trap. One of these days I will. No, it follows the same thing over and over. So yeah, I can see that one. I could totally see
all of mine on
good one there.
Like here's another one. Here's another prime example. Marketplace. Right? Marketplace, I search Blazer Bay 2400 because that's what I want to get. I want a Blazer Bay 2400 24-foot boat. And so that's what I'm looking for. But I only see the same 5 or 6 boats over and over and over again.
Oh, really?
If I change my location to Houston, right? I see new boats or listed under Houston, right? Even though Houston's within the 500-mile radius that I'm searching, that YouTube will, that Facebook will let you search. Facebook only shows you the same boats over and over again. So when we're sitting there doing my scroll, my scroll is like fishing boats. Shandy's is antiques, painting, antiques, woodwork, painting, redoing furniture, painting, and like it's all. I'm like, how come you don't have anything good in your scrolls? But the one time you accidentally click on a Ford Bronco for sale, then it's all Ford Broncos that start. You're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Timu's got me a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buying things, just random things. I will get some weird stuff, but it does. So I don't get burned on the people. That's what I want to watch. Occasionally they'll give me a lot in 1 week. Yeah. So the article, if you guys ever get a chance to read it, it was a decent article because during the pandemic, we saw a lot of influencer game increase. It just went up tenfold, and then it's still a very profitable venture. Yeah. And I think a lot of it, like for us in our community, it's different than what this article was talking about, because in our community, we're all trying to get to the same goal. We're all trying to catch fish. We're trying to learn from each other to become better anglers. And we all pick up something from the person's video. This one was definitely more along the lines of watching people travel the world in their like this stuff, the lavish things. Oh, I'm in Bali. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. It was brought to you by, a lot of that. People were like, yeah, cool story, bro. What the video shit was that?
What?
Oh, this? Yeah. Like they're like,
that's what they're talking about. This is their.
So
this is one of those. Yeah. I was like, what popped up? Did I show the wrong screen?
I was just like, what are you getting there? Hey, perfect one.
Living with back pain. Yes, I am. Yes,
that is constantly. That's called adulthood. But they do the mixture there with visuals of cool places and of
Mm-hmm.
course TNA.
Right.
That's a common. But yeah, it gets old
sells.
watching them do the exact same thing over and over. It's like, all right, cool story, bro. You're traveling for free. You suck. I hate you. Yeah, you deserve that. Get in the water.
Yeah, you deserve that one. Queen City Trends.
But I think there was a lot of the world travel and hey, try this stuff. The outside things outside of our community, if it's not something that's really in your purview that interests you, it's very quick to get inundated. And thankfully the thing pick up and it kind of leaves you alone. But it was a great article. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. Yeah, my daughter does that. Why are you watching kids play Roblox while you're playing Roblox? I need to know how to do it. No,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, bingo. Fish blotted out. Yeah, that's to get you clickbait, man, to get you in there to watch the video.
And as much as they brought it up pretty good, the whole clickbaiter crew brought up a really very good point about that. Is they did the experiment. They did clickbait title versus regular title, and of course, what won? The clickbait title. So when it's your livelihood, what else are you gonna do? You can, you're gonna click it. So
this kind of goes.
Gotta put that up.
Kind of ties in. The Social Dilemma. I gotta watch that one. We just watched a mini series on creating Anna. It's actually based off a true story of this girl who, if you've seen it, she creates this persona that she's a German heiress or whatever, and
the money's been wired.
Exactly.
It's been
the money's been wired. So you've watched it. You know what I'm talking about.
Damn it.
But she kind of created her whole thing on TikTok and Instagram and made her way into the New York elite. And of course, then got busted for fraud and wire transfer money issues and everything else. But traveled for free, did all these things. People wanted to be her, be with her, everything. And it was all fake.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for you. It's like, damn. I wish I would have thought of that in the Marine Corps. I would have said that. I don't have time for this. No, I don't have time for you. Get the hell out.
Yeah. I don't have time for this. Beat it.
Could you imagine that if you were as the 9? What?
Well, yeah, I could get away with it as the 9.
You could.
I don't have time for this or you. Beat it. Get out of my office. Yeah, out.
That was a hell of a series though, but because it really showed, if you had the power and the right backing, you could do some shit. And that's not the one and done. I mean, that story's been played out so many times, and a lot of us have all seen it. It just comes with it, but it's pretty.
That was interesting though. It was. Yeah. It was that.
And she made millions off the Netflix series.
Oh yeah, off the net in the book and everything else that she. Yeah. So it also goes into kind of what loosely ties to what Spencer Brogdon posted recently on the fact that, created a group for fishing to share knowledge and this and that. And all it did was create a bunch of haters over it. It almost makes you want to go back to a time before social media.
Yep.
And I was having this discussion on the beach today, like before ignorance was bliss, right? You didn't know what you didn't know, but now you see people getting mouthy, for lack of a better term, on social media, right? And your natural human instinct is to be like, oh no, fuck you, man. This is the way it is. This is exactly what it is, and this is how you do it, and blah blah this and that, buddy. And before you didn't know that was going on, or people were talking smack. And now you see it, and now it's just natural to react to it. But it's a shame that some people's only, this spans multiple, as Brian laughs because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. But this spans multiple, not just but multiple. The hell's the word I'm looking for? Issues, if you will.
You're going that route.
Multiple issues that it like, is your life that unfulfilled that all you need to do is hate on everyone else? You know what I mean? You need to get a hobby. You need to do something, but bashing someone for wanting to put out good information or information in general to help people out is just anyway.
Or like a certain post today that you commented on in a certain group that we can't talk about on here that you said quit passing bum gouge to try to create drama.
You know, if you get to a point where you've had enough, and I like to make a post and turn off commenting.
You do. You do. I've seen you do it. I'm like, well played, Mark. Well played. Oh no.
So that is a tactic that can be used, but that also in a way it depends on what the post was about, right?
Yes.
Because I've seen people work that, and I know Mark would not do this, but and I understand he's probably putting out the information and then turning it off because you know you're going to get haters that are going to comment on it. But it's the people that just let them eat their mom's. Oh, I was like, what? I was like, where is she going with this?
You're gonna derail.
I need to lay off the whiskey, but I've seen it go the opposite way where people will attack someone else with false information that is blatantly false and then turn off commenting so that you don't have a chance to rebut and say you're wrong and here's why you're wrong. And that happens a lot as well.
And then a certain group where you get kicked out of the group for disagreeing. But we're not going to talk about that individual.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. There's a maturity level, I think.
Yeah.
That comes along with that, and being able to discuss and rationally to have differences is 100% okay and normal, and it's going to happen. But when you go and start making it personal on those differences and then turn off the comments because you want the last word, that's when I don't like that. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, you could talk about this for forever.
Oh, but we deal with it daily. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. Hell, the amount that I see as an admin on Panhandle surf fishing, we come down with a wrathful hammer of God.
Yeah.
On that, it's no, you're done. And, oh, the admins are jerks. I'm leaving. Bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, and may you skunk forever. You know, I hope you get mud butt in traffic with a case of the sneezes. Deuce.
Yeah.
You know, it's
better than eating your mom's meatloaf. Down in the basement.
In the basement. Yeah.
In the basement.
It just goes back to that. You know, we've said it before. Don't be a dick. Just be you. You know, be cool, let them learn, and just be good. But yeah, I think social media has its pluses and minuses. Hey, you guys found us through social. We'll always love to see your faces, and we're here with you every week to talk about shit like this.
Yeah,
where we slightly squirrel, and you never know which way the coin's going to land.
It's loosely tied to
question.
Anyway, let's get on to the fishing report.
All right, who is it? Because I don't have the thing. Who's the sponsor?
Oh yeah, Green Get 'em Rigs.
Oh, okay. See, I can do that all day. Green Get 'em Rigs got you covered for all your rig and bead needs, from the original Green Get 'em to the pink pound 'em and the orange crush 'em beads. They definitely catch fish. Go check it out. Green Get 'em. That's GETM rigs.com.
Yeah, I do too, Cliff. I wish more sites were handled like the Panhandle Fishing Report. Anyway, or the Panhandle Surf Fishing. Sorry. Offshore report. Groundhog Day again. Those that got out earlier this week before the. That is not the right.
I mean, it was Groundhog Day. There was a shit ton of regular catches. It was like, okay, I guess everybody's going to rock.
Oh, yeah, it is the right word. I'm like, that's not what I typed, but it is. Loads of mingos, scamps, and triggerfish, amberjack, and kings are now being reported and caught. So not only by the piers, but also the boats getting some nice kings. Key is using the right bait for that one. Because you can catch multiple or a lot of live bait, but using the right bait to get those kings is key. So, it's still some great big red snapper are continuing to be caught, at least until snapper season, and then they'll all go away.
The offshore was so nice. All right,
It was.
inshore, it's almost the exact same thing, and it is slam time. But also with that, flounder, 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 and more flounder. Lots of flatties and big flatties too. So going out, you can get into all three, not a problem. Just have fun with it. Really, you can go play into the grass flats, no big deal. Running on those flounder, loving those curly tails. You can't go wrong with the fish bites curly tail. You really can't. It is doing great. Pop it
So
lightly
good.
off the bottom, walk it in. Structure is good one to play with. Take a look at those pieces from that. Take a look at all the other influencers that we follow and we've talked about before. Lots of them on there are sharing tons of good information. And also the captains are doing a lot of reporting on it. So if you're looking to get into the inshore right now, great time to do it. Start building your game, because this is the time where you can make a lot of mistakes and still win before we get into the lean time.
Yeah, we
Oh no. What happened?
It's all good. We were fishing in about coming up from 6.5 up to about 2.5 foot. That's a little shelf, inshore stuff. And we hit about 3 feet. And Jack was like, he was on the bow. I was in the back of the boat. And he was like, holy shit, dude. When I looked down, there was about a 4.5 foot shark up in that shallow water in the back of a bayou where you wouldn't think there would be sharks. Now 4.5 footer, not that big, but big
enough
for back there in these little bayous that we were in. Like I said, we saw a lot of sharks Friday when we were back there. And I'm sure Corey, who fishes out in that area quite a bit, he's seen them up shallow as well too. But it's it almost makes you think, what was he eating back in there? Because it was
anything.
Well, yeah, whatever he wants, basically. But I mean, we were out there for trout and reds is what we were looking for. We did catch small black drum, like really small black drum, like that. But, which is kind of fun. But anyway, yeah, it makes you think what he was in there feeding on. A lot of turtles back in that area. So I don't know.
Oh, turtles.
Eating turtles.
Little crunchy snack.
Yeah, potato chips. So surf fishing, Pompano. A few reds and some large whiting reported to the east of us around Panama City and Mexico Beach area. Like 15, 16, 17-inch whiting. So
big reds.
Really not. Yeah, that's what it looked like almost, but it's like, no, that's a whiting. What's up, Terry? Spanish are slowly starting to be caught off the beach. Not as plentiful. We did get cut off today by a Spanish this morning. That was the only thing that happened to us. All of a sudden the rod just goes pop, pop, pop real quick, and then it was gone.
Mouth breathing.
Cut it off. Yeah. Well, could have been that too. But anyway, Spanish starting to hit lures off the beach. And then hardtails and ladyfish are also being reported off the beach, heavily on the piers right now, but definitely starting to pick up off the beach. So that's a good sign. As we move into. And of course, sharks always plentiful at night. Always.
Well, you heard about the hardtails on the piers. We got Spanish pomp, blues, jacks, hardtails, cobia, kings. It's good. It's really good. Pensacola's reopened. Get after it. Navarre is great on the long side. You can play both bars. Okaloosa has been a wonderful. Yeah. Pier fishing is good right now. Real good. Get after it.
Well,
where's your brain?
I was thinking about sharing, but I'm not going to share.
No.
There it is. Scroll down. All right, weather. On to weather. That was a good report.
Weather.
Let's see if I got my screen up. I do.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, looking at it, and we'll go. I got Windfinder up. This is the new app. I love using this one. One-stop shop right here. Got everything in front of you. So tomorrow's not looking bad. Wind's picking up in the afternoon, coming out of the south. Waves, generating from 1.5, heading up to 2.5 as we go in overnight. Not too bad. Low tide in the late afternoon. which could be interesting. But not a bad day. I got a shark trip tomorrow night, so that's looking pretty good. Tuesday, May 7th, looking pretty good. Wind still picking up from the south.
Yeah.
12 to 15, and we'll see that start to increase, especially as we get into Wednesday. Wednesday evening really starts picking up 15 to 20. Wave height starting to ramp up a little bit. Getting into Thursday, I'm liking Thursday for fishing. Little overcasty, cloudy, good wave height for me. Little bit of wind, but not too bad. In the morning, it's going to be nice, 10 to 20, 14 to 20. Not too bad. Friday starts to shift.
Yep.
Starts coming out of the northwest and heavy out of the northwest. So we got something coming through, I think.
Yep. Yeah, we got a couple of things popping.
Oh, nice. So Brian will show us that when we get over to there. But that's got some rain in the morning. Well, that kind of sucks. I got a trip scheduled no, that's a shark trip that night. And then I'm busy next week. I got a lot of trips next week. And then heavy north winds shifting northwest, and then shifting around southwest. So all in all, not bad. All fishable conditions. I don't think it's going to be that bad, other than the rain that's scheduled, but we'll have to work around that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not too bad.
Cliff, in my opinion, it depends on which species you're talking about. That makes the difference between the two piers, personally. Okaloosa has a bigger myriad, or it's got a more range in a way of catchables. And it's definitely a very good indicator of what's coming our way in Navarre. Navarre being the longer of the piers, you get a lot more fun pelagic side, in my opinion, there. But you can play both bars. So it's like you can play both sides for us, which is great as surf fishermen. You can hit the Pompano and then turn around, get the Spanish, and then walk out even closer to the Octagon and start seeing if you can't get your hands on something there. So I think both have a very, very useful, it just depends on your style of fishing.
This is what I was going to say earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the fish you're targeting, as you mentioned, because one pier, and it's really, calling the piers and talking to them, or just going to both of them and hitting them.
Mm-hmm.
One day, Pompano will be heavy at Okaloosa Pier, and the next day, non-existent, but Navarre Pier will be loaded with Pompano.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, talking to a few guys, fishing the piers and stuff. It was really odd that the Pompano haven't been as thick on Okaloosa Pier as they have been on the Navarre Pier.
I didn't know that.
And then, but when you get to your Kings and stuff like that, Kings have been more on the Okaloosa Pier than they have been off of the Navarre Pier. To your point, though, Navarre Pier being the longest out there, it does get you out a little bit deeper, so you have a better shot if you're looking for those cobias and those Kings, and when the tarpon start running through. But Okaloosa seems to hold more tarpon than the Navarre Pier. It's just weird. It really depends on the species you're looking for to target, and then kind of how it's playing out. Pensacola Pier has been, maybe it's because it just opened, but it's been holding a lot of Pompano off the pier.
Yeah. And I think it also has to do with where the inflow and outflow with the whole jetty, Pensacola Pass, they like to come in there. At least that's what I like to think, is the Pompano like to hide in on that one. And the pelagics, I mean, how many times have we seen them just mowing stuff down inside the Pensacola Pass where all the boats are passing with all that massive current? Because that's a huge current shift. So, dolphins, I see them much more in the Pensacola Pass, or I'm sorry, in the Destin Pass than I've seen in the Pensacola Pass. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, you can really, when you look at the passes, you can get 8, 10, 12 knots of current, current running under the Destin Bridge. Because it just sucks out so much water in and out through there.
Yeah.
And then even at the Pensacola Pass, it gets moving pretty good there. But you have that break, the way the point at Pickens comes out, that kind of shields a lot of that. That's why Pickens Pier is so good, because it's shielded from a lot of that current movement going through there. And then I had a good thought on the length of the piers. Oh, so if you if you use Noel Coon's analogy of the fish and how they feed on the different highways, right?
Yeah.
And apply that to how the pier is set up, those fish that are cruising farther out are doing just that. They're cruising.
Yep.
So where Navarre's pier sits so far out, those fish are cruising through there. Okaloosa's pier is in a little closer. They're stopping to feed at some point. They're not as far out, but they're stopping to feed occasionally through there. But I think the smaller zones, it's all pretty much the same.
I love that analogy that he gave us. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
All right,
Squirrel.
Here we go into the windy piece. All right, so talking about the weather that we're talking about here, we do have some stuff kind of messing around. We got this low up here that's going to sneak down towards us, and then it's going to do some pieces there. We got a high that's going to push this way, and that's going to put us right in the good old middle child world there. Yeah, step parents right there. We're right in the middle of it. Notice the bars are going to kind of play out. We're going to play a little bit on the pressure side. You're going to probably stay in the 29s. I'm not going to see too much on the 30 piece. We'll see maybe one get close, but not a lot. As you can see, the wind starting its little shift here, doing its normal little rotation with this high that's going to be affecting the East Coast and then feeding into this low, the counterclockwise motion right there. So yeah, we're right in the middle of it. There's Tuesday. So talking into Wednesday was at higher speeds, and Thursday maybe it was 13 knots. As you can see, there's that split right there. You got this low up here, you got a high here, and feeding this one that's turning into a low. Lots of different rotation. So this is all in our face, like we heard about. Wave height's going to be increased. Obviously, you're getting it in the face. You know what that means. Heavier ones. So look at that pull. That pulling off on both sides, left and right. And then come into the weekend, it gets real nice because we hit the low zone here where it get a little bit of love and then go from there. That low is generating a lot in the north and it's just pulling and pulling and pulling. We're just right there in the middle, as you can see. And then as far as currents go, currents were looking half decent. I need to set it as a favorite. They changed the friggin' menu.
Hate when they do that.
Don't change things. I'm not very good with change. So as that wind's pushing us, remember, wind has a big effect on currents, right? So get out of the way. Thank you. Wind has a very large effect. As you can see, we're getting a lot more motion through here, and this vortex is picking up, and this one's starting to really generate. That one was little last week, and this one was complete. Now it's opened up. So as we are right here, all the currents are punching at us with the wind, and it's going to continue to punch. So that is something to be aware of. If you know the wind's in your face, you know the current's going to move, that's going to have to play in with your sinkers. Think about that with the wave action. Think about how the fish are going to feed. They're going to get sent to you. Like Cliff says, he loves that southwest wind pushing them into us. Good things that come from that. Now to what Mike and I were talking about earlier, something that was in a text group. We had a wonderful year of El Nino last year. Totally great, wonderful, grand. You could not ask for something better with that.
That was me, sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, it is? I'm down. I am totally down. Don't fuck with my emotions. I'm down. So we had El Nino last year, and then this year, unfortunately, the patterns are lining up for about a 60-70% chance of a La Nina. Now, if you're becoming a weather weirdo like me, hi, it's me, I'm the problem. Unfortunately, a La Nina equals a lot stronger hurricanes for us because we don't have the wind pressure pushing it off like we did last time. So we are not going to be saved by an El Nino for hurricane season. If anything, it's going to open arms to it. Katrina and Sally were both during La Ninas. So if you don't have your gear ready on the tax-free weekends here in Florida, probably a decent idea if you're looking to pick up some of your gear. There you go, like that. So what did Timmy say? Okaloosa also has the outlet of water from the Gulf area. Yes, that is a great point.
At first, I thought he was kidding. And I was like, oh no, he's legit. They really do have that outflow right there. Yeah. That's 100% legit.
Dolphin poop and everything. Like, here you go. Yeah, that's all just sent out. So yeah, lots of good things with that. So weather, that's pretty much the weather. I think next weekend's going to be a nice time to get out and go get some. Enjoy that while you can. Go scout your spots for the upcoming tournament. Hopefully we don't have too many storms that change the beaches, but you always got to be ready. So have your ammo ready to go and go from there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good time next weekend. All right, Panhandle scroll.
Yeah, the scroll.
Yeah, the scroll. Panel scroll brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE20 to save 20% off your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the busy.
Everybody wants a thrill.
I just let it play out so you can sing it. Makes the Smitty rig a 20-pound.
We're gonna get flagged for your music.
I know, for my ringtone. A 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double drop rig. Go check them out at Rogue Reels. That's REELZ fishing.com. We appreciate Rob and all he does for us on the show and everybody in the community. Rob's just a hell of a nice guy. Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's a 757 number. That's up from Virginia.
Norfolk. Why is Norfolk?
Yeah, that's where my... Anyway.
If they call again, I'll take over.
It wasn't a recognized number, so... It's important to call back.
Spam.
Yeah. All right, scroll.
Show me your scroll.
What's y'all's best wins for catching from the surf?
No, I don't know. I suck so right.
North winds 15 to 20. Love them.
Launch it.
No, not really. I like southeast to southwest. Today was more of a easterly than southeast, at least in the morning. Now it may have shifted around. I didn't look, but it may have shifted around. I like southwest, southeast. 2.5 to
my bad, Cliff.
2.5 to 3 feet in a chalky white, milky white watercolor is what I like.
For some reason, when you said that, my brain went right to Madonna and League of Their Own. Milky white bread. What do you got her reading? Oh, shut up. He's reading.
She's reading.
Scroll me. Come on.
All right, here we go. Scroll. I got to present my screen here.
Damn it. Oh, my God. The squirrels at the full round of our cages today.
Oh, yeah. They're running wild. All right. I'll close that one down. I need to sit down now. All right. Close that one out. Close it. All right. Fish Bites Butt Kicker. Real Coastal, Julie and Brett getting out there doing their thing. And the Dirty Boxer put in work today. 10 trout and a 26 3/4 inch red. That's awesome. Out there in the kayaks. That's just great stuff.
We're going to see a lot more kayak from them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just a whole nother world. Getting out there. I'm going to zoom in on these boats and these in the background. Where are you fishing? Where can we go? Whose house is that? Yeah. That's what everybody's doing right now. All right. Stephen Connor out there. We said big kings are being caught. And before he did a quick little snippet of a live well full of live bait, that's what you need to go out there and get them kings. Had the right bait. Nailed it. That's a nice one.
Bait makes all the difference.
Yeah. So that's a wrap. As Brian mentioned earlier, the Okaloosa Pier, the dive. I mean, they get out there twice a year and clean up. Look at all of that.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Just get out there and doing something. A toilet bowl. How the hell does a toilet bowl get out there? Who does that?
That's our currents are just. How many times have we seen some weird stuff? I mean, we've seen barrels, we've seen a bunch of things with these currents.
I got a big ass blue mat today.
Really?
That was washing up in the surf. It was thicker than a yoga mat, and it was like probably 8 foot long and 3.5 feet wide.
Weird.
It was just floating. I'm like, who does that anyway? But yeah, down there, taking care, cleaning up the pier. But that was a lot of fun. But they had fun. Yeah. There's your toilet bowl. Good find. That was awesome. You guys don't have very much. What'd you guys do? Come on. You guys put into work. Just kidding. A fishing rod. Look at that.
A new rod? Oh, you got a new rod. Good for you.
Found him a new rod down there. Now, I wonder if it's a Van Stahl on there.
Oh, no. Would it?
That'd be funny.
If I was a diver and I caught a Van Stahl, I'd reel it underwater. Like, see, look.
Everybody's showing. Anyway,
caught it. Yeah, it's Julie did catch a snorkeler today.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. What else we got here? This from Navarre Beach Inshore Charters. There we go. Nice redfish. Look at that pretty blue tail.
Lots of shrimp.
Yeah, love those redfish when they're all lit up. Redfish are on the move. They're a little sluggish right now, but they're out there. Another good one from Pier Junkies at Okaloosa Pier. Look at that. Nice king. I think he's on the leaderboard right now.
I believe he is.
King tournament. Yeah. I mean, that's just
those damn teeth, man.
A beauty. Look at that.
Don't forget to log it into your, log it into your yearly catch.
Mm-hmm.
Get it all done. Catch Florida memory.
Blue Water Escape Charters had a great time this week.
Oh, they had a really good week.
Yeah. Nice grouper. Some nice snappers. Mangroves there. A couple big mangroves.
Good mangrove.
Yeah. They're monster mangroves. Another gag.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a little bit of dolphin.
Red snapper.
There. A little early.
You got to go back a little early. Another nice mangrove. Look. Boom, boom. I mean, he was on the big ones. So Captain Charles, if you guys are looking for an offshore trip, Captain Charles will definitely put you on them. Destin offshore fishing, amberjack season. We said it open. So the only reason I really saved this one was for his fishing companion. How cool is that dog? You see him back there? Right here. And then he's like, "What you got, boss? What you got?
What you got?
Like, what you got? What you got?
Can I eat it?
Yeah. I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna play with it.
I'm gonna play with my mouth."
Yeah. Trigger. Another red. Why is it going so fast? There we go. Another nice red snapper out there. Gorgeous day out on the Gulf. I mean, this week conditions were just right to get out there, but nice amberjack there. I mean, it's just what a cool dog hanging out on the boat with him. What else we got? Oh, Ignite the Bite Charters. Captain Adam over there. A Goliath grouper.
Oh,
look at this guy. Boom. Boom. Like, that is just
that's a big ass
awesome.
fish.
And what is this guy?
What's that? Is that a cobia?
A nice cobia. Yeah. Boom. He was on the nice mangrove bite too. Another snapper. Trigger. Another mangrove. Like, just
that's a mangrove? Holy crap, that's a big mangrove.
Yeah. There we go. That's an oyster toad. I don't know why he showed that. I mean, it's a big oyster toad, but I mean,
it catches a
definitely a toadfish. Yeah. But look, I mean, this thing is just a monster, dude. Look at the mouth on that thing. Like, it just, I don't know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
On the hooking of holding there, but that's me.
Yeah, right. But it's awesome. Awesome catch. Way to go. Captain Adam, Ignite the Bite Fishing Charters. Another great charter if you guys want to get out and do some inshore, nearshore stuff. It's a great guy to call. All right. That's all I got for the scroll.
Well, all right. I guess I'll get into mine. So we had some fun ones this week. I got to do the entire screen. Starting out with Fish Fenji Charters. Old Captain Joseph has been getting into some good ones. This table was nicely lined.
Oh, nice.
Not a bad run at all.
Oh, got some scamps there.
Yeah. I was like, all right, fine. Just stack it up. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Does inshore and near shore, but reported some really, really good catches. Pretty good stuff right there. So good stuff from him. I loved this one. Can you identify? Because they're here. The false pompano bite that happens every time in the surf. It makes you think you got the old happy on there, and no, you got a hardtail. Because they'll swim left and right. Yeah. But good fish. Not great to eat, but not horrible to eat.
Make good nuggets.
Come on to the slow. Gulf Breeze Fishing Charters. Got into some ones. Yeah. Nice though. That's a big goldfish. He's going back. Sorry. Yeah. A couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, Schubert.
He's back.
I haven't seen him in forever. And what does he do? I'm gonna go take my day off and go catch a flatty. Yeah, that's just what I do.
This one was before work.
Yeah, jerk.
Before
nice
work
one on the
catching.
trouts. Can always pay attention to what Schubert's throwing. Just saying. But some good fish. And it was a good day. So good to see old Schubert's back in the game. Welcome back. Captain Mallory getting out and getting after it. She's been doing really well with Fish House Charters. Nice flatties there, and she's got a ton more content and other things that I don't have in my scroll this week. But Cat Mallory's got some really good fish going. She's been on it. Who's these guys? What the hell is all this? Who's
This
the
guy?
Oh, Josh Calhoun.
Yeah.
What do you know? Definitely take a look at the next episode of Going Coastal
That one
because
was pretty good.
it was actually very
Yeah.
enjoyable. So again, Mike told you about it. Waypoint TV, great app to follow back on and go take a look. This was a really fun episode. So take a look.
Yeah.
You're going to pick up some stuff and enjoy there. AJ, did somebody say AJ? Well,
Jeez.
sure. Captain Collier. Wait, was this the same one you did? No, this was a different one than you did.
Yeah.
Captain Collier is just like, hey, I got this. Hold my beer. They weren't messing. That's a freaking red snapper.
Wow.
Look at the stripes too. I mean, I was like, what the hell? I mean, Flounder or Flipper was very happy when that one went back over. There was a little bit of a chase that happened. And then I don't know if you're seeing that.
Upwater, yeah.
Something about a papa.
It look something
right
there. He's trying to show her. That's not a tag, is it?
That's a tag.
Is it a tag?
That is a tag. I hope he called it in. So
nice.
If you ever get a tag, call it in. Do not leave it alone. Always call it in. Oh,
take a picture of it. Don't remove it. Take a picture. Get the numbers.
So
all that
many
stuff,
great things come from that program right there. Oh yeah, here's Captain Mallory again. Yeah, I did have her more than once. I thought I did.
Nice.
Decent triggers.
Yeah.
Decent triggers. But yeah, that's Captain Mallory right there. She's fun. She's good people. Was it fun to catch? Because it was huge.
Yeah. Another large bluefish.
It's like some New England blues popping up here.
Yeah.
He's been eating good, and I hope
that's a trash fish. What is that guy talking about? That's it. I'm getting on social media. I'm making a comment.
Well, he got 3 replies. Question mark?
Yeah, exactly.
That is a trash fish. Oh.
Did.
Yeah. Hold on. You're a snowboarder. You're not from here. That's not a trash fish.
He needs the recipe.
Hey, Rizzo, what you doing? You're friggin' killing fish like a friggin' champ, dude. Rizzo's been on it. Why is it not opening?
Wonder that's where he was. Destin Haba.
Zooming into whole yellow houses there. But yep, nice blue. On him there. Little smally eater right there. Good sandwich size. Not saying you should pay attention to what Rizzo's throwing. No, pay attention to what Rizzo throws. He knows what the hell he's doing. And never ever lip a blue. If you're not from here, don't put your finger in his mouth.
Somebody learned that lesson on lipping. Yeah. You saw that post? On lipping the Spanish or the speckled trout.
Don't be dumb. It's like, guys, seriously. In the saltwater world, don't lip fish.
Yeah.
Any fish. And then Cheyenne. What post is complete without Cheyenne? Doing the things she does. Oh, that looks good, even with the vegetables.
Her Pompano post meal out by the stream and everything. I'm like, talk about it. She's getting all artsy on it.
That was supposed to be one of my whoa. What is this?
That's her flounder she went and gigged. Stuffed with Brussels sprouts and something that looks like bacon. And
yeah.
With some stuffing. Okay, and we didn't get an invite? What the hell, Cheyenne?
The music's so perfect for this. Like, I feel dirty watching it, and I want it. Damn it.
That's a great job.
But she always posts this stuff, and she'll show you what she does, how she does it. Lots of really, that is... Like, I'm kind of sad that I clicked the button now, but...
I know, like, what did you do?
Damn it, that was good.
There's the one I'm talking about, yeah.
I feel like this is going to be TikTok-y, but, hanging out at the stream. This is, Cliff caught it, because Cliff could catch a friggin' pompano in a freshwater. But out there hanging out, getting it done, whole fillet. Beautiful fish. And and she's showing you what she does on that. So Cheyenne's got good things. If you guys aren't following them through the Southern Yankee, you're missing out on some good chow. I had salmon tonight, so I can't say much.
Oh, nice.
It was good. It wasn't great, but it was good.
It's good.
It's good. The fat guy never complains.
Mm-hmm.
Sean went out and had a good day.
Yeah.
Brock was out
And
there
Brock,
and they got after it. Some great tuna. Great job, guys.
on
Seriously.
some yellowfins.
Spanish. Old Saltwater Yankee getting a nice one. That was
Frank.
not a tiny.
That's a fat Spanish, man.
It is. That was probably very oily. I didn't get the chance to ask him what he thought of it. Wow. What else?
Schuber again?
Is this Schuber again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the continuation. That's why it saved it. Yep. So yeah, getting ones there. Yeah. Oh, Responte, getting them. Yeah. Getting some good
killing
ones.
The pump stomp.
They did. 4th place. They did a great job. So Mike and Faye, great job, guys. Seriously. Always love seeing the good things you do there. Topwater bite. Old Colin got out and got on there. Nice reds. What you looking at?
What you looking at, man?
Videos. Again, when you're following these people, pay attention to what bait they're using. It kind of makes a difference. Greg went out. It's good to see Greg out. Seriously.
Yeah, back on the beach.
Yep, back out there where he belongs. Had a good charter. Yeah, holding the thing like he always does. Smart. Nice pomp. Teaching the next generation. All happy. Good family time. Always love that stuff. That was a continuation from that one. Oh, where was this? Oh, that was Brian. A whole lot of mullays. He was talking about a good piece, though, asking me, hey, the best blackened, fried. What's your opinion? I've only had mullet on a sandwich, so I don't know. It's damn good, in my opinion. But Brian's always fun to follow with the old slap of fish stickers. He's always got some good things on there, and he's always doing good fishing. Dang, I did get a lot done.
You did get a lot this.
Oh, Mike again. Mike. Oh, these things are back, though. Don't step on those. Super owie.
I thought I found one, but it was it was a cellophane balloon that looked exactly like a Portuguese man of war.
Those things are mean.
Yeah.
Not ideal. No. Larry, out doing what Larry does.
Larry, yeah.
Got himself a nice stack. Larry's been doing a great job out there. He's been finding some spots, and you know what that means for the tournament. Larry's going to be the guy you got to watch out for. He's been on it. Oh, my computer's running slow. Alex Papini, old race car. Good to see him out. You got some good fish. Don't worry about that little guy you still caught. That's all the best thing that matters. Just watch out for the barb. Owies. Not good.
No. I saw a video of cleaning the catfish and utilizing the belly. Catfish belly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was told to start using it for redfish bait, actually. That's what I was told. Here's a couple of reds. It wasn't him. He wasn't on his own before anybody freaks out. He had people with him. Pensacola Pier, you were talking about it. Hey, look at that. That's not a tiny blue. Nope. Fred, just hoping.
Fred, come on, man. Give me that.
Fred, wishing a mofo would.
What's up, bud?
And then my last one for the night.
G2.
With the old G2 Coastal talking about it was an absolute turd sandwich of a day. But he still was successful as always. Jordan's always doing good things over there, having at it. So got some good fish, got some good memories to go home with. Always wonderful there. So that concludes my ridiculously long scroll. I hope you all enjoyed it. And please, by all means, share your scroll with us. We love talking to you guys and celebrating your catches because that's the most fun part of the show.
Absolutely. So, Carl, you cleaned the bellies of the catfish. It was an interesting reel on how they filleted the catfish and then came back and cut the belly out and utilized that as well. Fried it up. But I was like, I never would have thought that because typically separate from separate. Yep, absolutely. That's the way this was too. They filleted it first and then they came back in and cut just below the rib bones from the bottom of the throat back on both sides, and it left all the bones on the carcass. And I was like, I wouldn't have thought to try that. Yep. And Carl's agreeing. That's how they did it. Nice.
Very cool.
Interesting. Okay. I got notes here. Bingo generator and Oak and Eden whiskey for next week. So,
oh no, a new whiskey.
a new whiskey I gotta try. Anyway.
Damn the bad luck.
I know. Oh darn. Maybe I'll put it on the right shelf and I won't. Well, it was a pleasant surprise because I'm drinking quite a bit through the show. So keep refilling here.
I may have opened the liquor cabinet this week and looked at it and said, we're going to have a conversation. Yes, we are. I might have to bust some. Anyway, but always good having you guys around. We love to see you guys stuck around. Enjoy the conversation. Always fun having you guys here. Don't forget, always share in, talk to us, share the knowledge out because we can all help each other make each other better. That's the best part of this show.
Absolutely. We appreciate everybody sticking around. Another great Sunday night show. We'll be back next Sunday night, Mother's Day. So don't forget Mother's Day next Sunday night. We'll be back. Brian's like thinking, it's like, is it Mother's Day?
Dude, I've deployed three times on Mother's Day. Needless to say, Jen's not a fan.
Yeah. Of Mother's Day, and so let me ask, is of Mother's Day in general, or
on Mother's Day?
No. I mean, not a fan of you deploying. I can understand, or not a fan of Mother's Day.
I think it's both because of that. I've created my own scarring for not having to.
Yeah, Shandy's not a big fan of Mother's Day either, so.
We'll just go fishing.
Anyway, yeah, that's. I'm actually have a charter that day, so it's all good. All right, appreciate everybody sticking around. We'll see y'all next Sunday night. Later.